Okay, I think I'm recording. So, guys, welcome back to week 18 of the journal. Apologies yet again. Today's a Sunday. I couldn't bring it out yesterday. I was caught up with work and other things going on, so it wasn't possible for me to release the journal. And also, during the week, I couldn't journal the trades I was taking, even though I really wanted to, and I had the time to do it. Physically, I couldn't do it because I had other stuff happening on the laptop, and I couldn't do two things at once, kind of thing. But here I am. What I'll do is I'll quickly go through my trades. It was a very good week for me last week. How do I share the screen? I think I was done pretty early on in the week, from what I remember. Where the hell did I share the screen? No, I done messed up. Boy. There we go. All right. So just I'll move that up there nicely. All I done last week was analyzed and traded, or wanted to trade Aussie dollar, US dollar, Euro, USD, USD CAD, and all the way down there, Euro GBP. Aussie dollar, US dollar, and Euro USD, nothing was placed. All right. There was certain places that I saw like where I wanted to enter and stuff, but I just didn't do it. Sorry, because on the phone I could monitor the trades and stuff, but on the laptop, like I had a video exporting and I couldn't just go back and forth. It was just going to like mess a few things up. So I thought, let me leave it. But even early on in the week, like I did place trades on USD CAD and Euro GBP, which were pretty successful. I think I ended up banking about 9-10% last week, with a small drawdown because of this one over here, right? And I shall explain why that happened. So I think the first trade was the Euro GBP trade. So let's just run through there. I could see that price came up over here towards the top of the range box like area inside to stall, just consolidating. It's better to see that on the daily actually, right over here, just momentum side to stall over there. Then I looked further into the 4 hour and I noticed something interesting. Price over here seems to have started to break the structure. Right, so that's a higher high, higher low, higher high, and then a potential lower low compared to this one. Price goes up and makes a lower high compared to that one, and then it breaks below this over there. Another thing that I did see was a head and shoulders pattern forming over here, right? So that's the left shoulder, that's the head, that's the right shoulder, and entry over there on the neckline, right? That was my reasoning for entry, and 1 to 3 risk reward as I have been doing it. Even though it goes further ahead, I'm not fussed. I've got my 1 to 3. It's hit, take profit. That shit feels so good now, honestly. That little shift, from instead of chasing the big winners, for example, like the 1 to 10, 1 to 15s, or even like at the very least, I was trying to chase the 1 to 7, 1 to 8s, right? It's very, very unrealistic for it to get hit. Or even if it does hit, it will take time. It can happen, of course, but it will take time, right? Price will go one way, it will come for a retracement, then it will carry on going in that direction, come for a retracement, right? It takes time, and it could even reverse, somewhere. With the 1 to 3, and the reason that works for me is because my stops are relatively small, right? It just works for me, with my TP, because of my stops are low, are usually under 100 pips, which can be easily hit within the day, if not in a day or two's time, right? And there's no stress on me at all to close the position at this place or that place. I just let it do its thing. I'm still sticking to the stop loss into break-even rules and all that stuff. But I feel so free. I feel so light. I feel like there's a burden just lifted off of me. You know, I've just set my criteria and I know it's gonna hit, right? Although price moved maybe like even to a 125 over here, starting from there, I am not fussed whatsoever, right? I was happy to make this much. I knew I was gonna make this much, and I was happy in my mind that this will be enough for me, and it's good. When I'm chasing the 127s and above, it's like I want to be able to get that, and that's the only time I will be happy, right? But it's very unrealistic for that to happen. And when I place a trailing stop loss and it hits the trailing stop loss and I don't get the type of profit that I wanted to, it feels shit, right? I'm like, oh, you know, it wasn't enough. And the next trade, I'll, you know, just to kind of make back what I could have potentially got, I'll take a trade which is even bigger and risk reward, and hopefully it hits. And you know, just trying to get rich quick, and you know, just get like one hit wonder kind of thing. That you know can cover all the losses and put me into profit and stuff like that. It just doesn't work. Right? It's going to be a slow and steady game. My plan is for every week I want to get about 12 to 15% return. And you know, over the month that equates to, it equates to a decent bit, right? For now, all I want to do is for it to just supplement like the income from my job, and that's it, right? And then very slowly for this to be the main source of income, right? Initially, when I did fund this account, I did want it to be, you know, the main source of income, but things just haven't turned out that way, right? I made mistakes, some stupid mistakes, which has set me back a lot, right? A bit too much, more than what I initially wanted to. But it is what it is. We're going to move on. And yeah, also, let me just go through the USD CAD trade quickly. And what I'll do is I've not been showing you the MetaTrader stuff like before, sorry, at the start of the week and the end of the week, for like the verification of, you know, like what the funds are in the account and everything. I've still not withdrawn anything. I've still not added any more into it. So it's just been like through the trading kind of thing. So I should have been doing that consistently kind of thing, but hopefully, you know, if you guys do want, you can piece the puzzle together kind of thing, and just you know, make sure that all the numbers are correct kind of thing. And I've got like documented journals and everything as well. So if you just put everything together, it will just make sense. USD CAD. I think I'm taking about 100. Sorry. I think I'm taking about 120 to 25 trades now, ever since I started. And I started in, I want to say May. So May, June, July. So in about 4 months. Interesting. All right. Oh, and my hair is all got them back sprayed going on. Hell yeah. All right. It's good. Trade. I know the fuck I'm doing that. USD CAD. So this was interesting for me as well. Prices ranging over here. So what I could see was go to daily. Just move this out the way so price is easy to see. What I could see was price was consolidating over here, broke above, came for a retest, and ever since was showing rejection, right? Wick rejection on the daily and then the 4 hour as well. With that, the wick rejection, I thought, you know what? I do see momentum to the downside being not as strong. Price does seem to be rejection from this level, and this level is holding off very strongly, right? Rejection, 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 rejection. A lot of strong rejection off of this. So I thought, let me place one trade initially, right? It was going to be a 2%er over here. But then I thought, you know what? I do want one with a tighter stop loss, which was going to be around this level over here. So initially what I did was, this to me seemed like a manipulation candle kind of thing, right? So I wanted to enter around this sort of area over here after this retested. So I thought, let me place one stop loss at the end of this candle because this candle reached very far in and I didn't think it was going to be broken. And that was my wider stop loss. And the smaller stop loss was only about 15 pips away from entry kind of thing, just below the support. So I thought, let me just place a tight entry, right? And initially what was supposed to happen was I was supposed to enter on this long green candle over here. Well, actually, after the close of this red candle over here, I was supposed to enter over here, right? So I was just monitoring it on the hourly candle and stuff. And I was like, initially my entry was bang on this line over here. But then I was like, I think the momentum is slowly losing towards the downside. So it's just going to go up. So I didn't even think it was going to come all the way here. So I just wanted to place my entry over here at about 45, I think it was. Yeah. And I thought it wouldn't come to 40, it would just come to 45, touch it and go up. So I'll just place it like this. That is exactly what it done. But as I was just calculating, calculating my stop losses and how much I was going to risk on the trade, the price had already just touched it. And by the time I entered, the price had already made it smooth. So it had already gone up and, it could have hit the TP for my second trade, the smaller one already, but that just wasn't the case. Oh, wow. Let's not speak. It could have already hit the TP, but it didn't do that. And because I wasn't monitoring my trades properly, I can't remember what the reason was, but I think I just got lazy with it, right? And I just couldn't, for whatever reason, I just didn't bother closing the USD CAD trades, even though price had already made it smooth kind of thing up to over here. What happened was price came down, it spiked, and it initiated both trades. It ended up taking out the one with the tighter stop loss, but the one with the wider stop loss, that was still in play. And that actually did go on to take profit. And price has since come back down, rejected that level and gone back up again. So it's interesting. I'm going to obviously be analyzing all the stuff later on in the day and seeing what moves are going to be taking place for the week ahead. But yeah, let me just quickly show you the MetaTrader and then I'm going to sign off because I feel like I'm just waffling right now. This is going on for way too long. Quick share. Okay. Trade. That's what the balance is right now. I think the lowest we got to was about 1,380, I think, but slowly building back up. Count history. I don't really understand the order of this, to be honest, because that was the Euro GBP. And that's showing for the month. Ah, see. Yeah, so that was your GBP trade. That was the USD CAD of the wider stop loss, and that was the USD CAD of the shorter stop loss. So that's what I ended up netting for the month of September, I guess. Then £82. That's so. Yeah, maybe. Which is. Oh wait, how does that make sense? Because September's been pretty good for me the past few weeks. It hasn't been. Yeah, yeah, that does seem about right actually. Yeah. But the thing is, like, I feel like there is a sense of consistency just coming in now, and I just want to carry on doing the things that work for me, and just maximize the good stuff and the good times. But yeah, guys, that's it for me for now. Inshallah, next week is going to be a better journal, and also this figure over here, we're going to be seeing it rising, right? So the plan is for every week to get a 12 to 15% increase on the account, which is very much possible. Say, for example, I place 2 trades with 2% risk, right? With 1 to 3 risk reward. If I win both of them, that's my 12% there, done, right? And then I'm literally, and the reason for this is I don't want to overtrade. That's the main reason. right? So long as I've hit my target of the 12 to 15% monetary value, account growth, or I've taken 5 trades in the week, that's it. That is me done. I cannot place, even as though I've got like, risk limit available for me to place more trades. I cannot, that's it. That's me done. I don't want to overtrade. That's been one of the main reasons in the past as well that I've been losing a lot, right? The over trading. It just doesn't work. Not for me, at least, anyways. So just need to manage myself, control myself, and be happy and content and grateful with what I've got, right? And what my business makes. But that's it for me for now, guys. Hope everyone has a blessed, profitable trading week ahead. Peace.